Let's adjust a few options and make this mountain yours. You can come back and change this anytime in the settings menu.
Secure the Red Brewer ticket prices for 2027 with a $100 deposit on the season membership, which for priority seat selection and 2 free tickets to the game this year. Plus, members get exclusive rewards. Learn more at brewers.com/season tickets. The Christian Yelich, Bob Uecker signature bat available. Where'd that go? Last night. Got the spike check Vinny Rotino's backpack. It's correct. It's play on Cody Clemens. When anything is ever missing, you immediately go to Vinny Rotino. Not that he always has those things, but that's just where you start. The giveaway king. By the way, it is Make-A-Wish night here at the ballpark. Vinny proudly serves on the board for Make-A-Wish Wisconsin. We're honored to have all of our friends from the Make-A-Wish Foundation here in the ballpark tonight. That is a foul ball. Third base umpire Brian Walsh had to do some dancing over there. Tough to dance out of the way of something and keep your
Choose
eye
which
on it.
team you'll begin your franchise with.
Clearly, foul ball, and then we'll avoid getting hit. Yeah.
The menu on your left lets you adjust your league settings and where you start your franchise. The preseason, the regular season, or with the
Almost left a mark off the person of Brian Walsh. Luke Keyshaw had a double to right center his first time up. Wins 3 runs on 4 hits. All 3 runs coming in the second.
The player card provides a complete view of your players.
Sweeper.
This is the Persona DNA makes it.
Talking about in 1 year. Anything other than baseball. Keyshaw, soft. Little fly ball to the left. It's going to fall for a base hit. 2 for 2. Not a bad pitch, though. Out of the way. Went down and got it right off the end of the bat.
Welcome to Weekly Stretch.
What you can do about
Use
it.
the scouting
It's just
reports to
a team that's hot right now. Yeah. Feeling it. That one's going well. This is a team that lost 4 straight games before their win Thursday against the Royals. Here's Caleb Culpepper. Put up some good numbers in AA and AAA split time between the 2 levels this year. Missed a month in late June. Strain of the glute. Calls me 20 years. A brain, a glute strain. But in 74 games, Culpepper hit 271. 14 homers in 74 minor league games. And 17 stolen bases as well. He's not a burner, but he has good speed and he's a very good base runner if they steal good instincts. Yeah. Good speed does not necessarily make him a good base runner. This was his second at-bat in the big leagues. And he found one that was likely his career homer. Nice ball up. He turned on it. Culpepper is the number 2 Minnesota prospect. He's a top 30 prospect in baseball. He's 23, so he's 2 years older than Brad and Liz Lara. He's a year older than Jackson Churio. Runner goes, pickoff at first, ball is through, and
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson set with you for some football. That is Ben Sauls, who has the ball on the tee. And he'll get this to the 24-yard line, and that's where the opening drive of the game will begin.
Called it right away. It's up to the home plate umpire to see. He's the one who made the call. Instead of a caught stealing, runner at second with one out.
On the ground, it's DeMond Claiborne. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. They'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Get up a little slow after that hit, but he does have a first down. On the ground, Claiborne. We're going to work this down inside the 45. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down. Once again, it is Claiborne. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
Runner's caught. It's 21. Good job clearing the run. Clearing the hitter. Throwing a strike. Here's Brooks Lee now.
Working from the shotgun. It's Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Lee's line drive falls.
On the give, it's Claiborne.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here. So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
She sure is taking in that local flavor, and now she's dancing. Okay, how about this one? America's Best Network.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboom. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will score. Cam Scatterboom. Touchdown, New York.
And this is the conversation that surrounds the topic of running the ball in the NFL. Mike, if you're going to rely on scoring on 10, 11, 12-play drives and then fight it out in red zone, there's a lot of pressure on that red zone offense. It's going to be very hard to accumulate a lot